Wait. Hold on. How is it that you can build a professional team, but you can't deal with the personal challenges you have at home? Most recently, I was speaking to one of my clients who is a political figure, and they are getting ready to build out their campaign team. And in our conversation, I asked them the question, hey, how are you doing in building out your team? What does that look like? And they were like, I got it, Gerren. I can do that. I can build out my team. And I said, whoa, hold on. How's it that you can build out a professional team, but you can't seem to deal with the critical conversations that you should have in your personal life? Like, what's that? Talk to me. Gerren, I don't want to talk about it. And that's exactly where we're going to begin. Many times people find themselves using the professional words, burnout. I feel exhausted. It's another week. It's Monday. All of this jargon that the professional world would use. And when you really think about it, it really boils down to you being who you say that you are. Take, for instance, you go to work every single day and you pick up a mask and you put it on to fulfill your professional duties. And then you take it off, put it down, pick up another mask, put it on to fulfill your personal duties at home. And at the end of the day, you wonder why you're so exhausted. Like, how long do you want to keep picking up and putting off and taking off masks? Is it that you're trying to be liked? Do you want people to find you attractive in different aspects of your life? For many years, I went through the same problem. I remember going through college and I was a chameleon. I wore so many different masks because I didn't want to get rejected. I didn't want people to push me away. I wanted to be liked. I was all about pleasing as opposed to serving. And that cost me almost my life. It definitely cost me relationships. I mean, I left a wake of poor relationships because of all these masks that I put on. There were all these appointments that I were to have, all these places that I went to. And for some reason, the connections, the appointments that were supposed to be had never occurred because I wasn't there. Who knows if the other person wasn't there either? But I definitely know that it was a version of me that showed up. So while that person showed up and they were like, hey, I'm supposed to meet a Gerren here. Gerren? And I'm like, I'm here. And they're like, you look like him, but no. Is that happening to you? Life is supposed to move at a rapid pace. You're supposed to be able to compress time. You're going to these meetings, you're going to these appointments, you're going to these sessions. You're supposed to meet people who are supposed to advance your career. But for some reason, you're not there. This can change. It says that 40% of professionals struggle with isolation. They feel lonely. People are showing up to work, being unproductive because they feel lonely. In a time and age where we have so much access to so many different people, so many different things, lonely? Why is that? And is that something that you too are experiencing? Listen, man, you can make a change. There's something that can change in your life, but it begins with you. No longer can you just sit there and point fingers at other people and say like it's their fault or they're supposed to change or I don't like it when they do things. Let's start with you. And that's where success lies.